I literally lived every day of my life feeling like the luckiest girl in the whole world.
A star of the popular show Glee found in his hotel room.
She's been worried about him for a long time.
Telling everybody all the stuff that you had done in your youth.
Yeah.
Bad stuff.
Bad stuff.
Criminal stuff.
Criminal stuff.
And if you smile, it's like, she's so happy. And then if you look sad, they're like, she's terrible.
There are many opportunities to do the next wrong thing.
It's so unbelievable what people can make up.
There were rumors that when Kate Hudson did Glee, that people didn't get along.
Kate says Leah is a nightmare.
You just immediately make assumptions. I felt like I had to step in at some point.
His last words to me were, "I want to get better."
I promise that with your love, we're gonna get through this together.
I get into a massive car crash outside of the Fox lot, completely total my car. When I get into the room for my audition, I literally was still pulling pieces of glass out of my hair.
You know what? She wanted that part. Not even a trip to the emergency room was going to stop that girl from getting that part.
Originally, they wanted somebody who could sing and dance, and that wasn't me. I sent myself playing drums on the Tupperware and mugs. I was intimidated because you're very talented, and when I met you, I was nervous. She just kind of had a different energy than everybody else there.
I started working on Broadway when I was 8 years old.
I had no idea who I was. I had no idea where I was going. It wasn't so much about, the substances per se. It was more about not fitting in. And other kids are going to be like, oh, he's the bad kid, and so he's cool. Find something that inspires you, and that will become your new direction.
People are saying you and Leah are a couple.
What is up with all the rumors? This is incredible.
Us Weekly is claiming that Kate Hudson is not a fan of Leah Michele on the set of Glee. Kate says Leah is a nightmare.
So unbelievable what people can make up. He's one of my best friends. I just think that this whole process of Glee and everything wouldn't have been the same if I didn't get to work with Cory. I just adore him.
Because people think that y'all are a couple.
We are.
You are a couple.
Yeah.
I remember when he came home that night, he sort of puffed out his chest and he was like, "We talked about you on Ellen today." And I was so happy. He was such a private person.
Yeah.
Making my own music, I think it was just so important for me. I couldn't have made this album without Cory. I literally lived every day of my life feeling like the luckiest girl in the whole world. I just thought he was the greatest man.
There are many opportunities to do the next wrong thing. I just try and do the next right thing.
His last words to me were, "I want to get better."
Cory Monteith has entered rehab to seek treatment.
A star of the popular show Glee found dead in his hotel room.
Deceased has been identified as 31-year-old actor Cory Monteith.
That you're going through the loss and then you try to go out of your house and there's paparazzi. They don't give you the decency, the respect to grieve.
It's pretty intense. And then if you smile, it's like, she's so happy. And then if you look sad, they're like, she's terrible. It's like, it's really hard.
Because, there were rumors that when Kate Hudson did Glee, people didn't get along. And then when you were going through such a difficult time, you actually kind of hid out at her house.
She was so wonderful to basically give me her home to myself and my family. It was so helpful to just basically have a safe place to process and just have a minute to, breathe before getting back to my house, which has a lot of memories. I'm so thankful to her. There is an empowerment that comes with grief, and it's very hard, but you will find it. I listen to the album now, and I'm like, oh, those drums were in there because he said to raise them at that point. And he was such a genius when it came to music. I owe a lot to him. just trying to do my best for him because I know that that's what he would have wanted. Hopefully make something, positive for where I go for the rest of my life.
And we were very lucky to witness his incredible talent, his handsome smile, and his beautiful, beautiful heart. Cory reached out and he became a part of all of our hearts. And that's where he'll stay forever.
I feel so fortunate to have, met such an incredible person whom I love so much.
And I really know that Cory would love him too, and that's all that we really hold within our hearts.
Grief goes with you every day, whatever you're doing. When there's great moments, when there's hard moments, I think that at a certain point you can choose to sort of fall from this or you can choose to rise.